Browns beat the Lions 13-10. I really don't even know what to say about this game. I mean, this was just. I mean, this is the Browns team right now, and I think that's the reality that we have to realize. This team is very one-dimensional. We have a quarterback who's very inconsistent. And people will say the defense played great. You played Tim Boyle. I mean, people will say, hey, they tied the Steelers and they came close with the Ravens. That was Jared Goff, and I understand Jared Goff sucks. That's not what I'm saying. Don't mistake me here. But Tim Boyle is not better than Jared Goff. If Goff had played in this game, the Lions win, okay? And I don't want to sound negative here, but I think that's just the reality. The Browns scored all of their points in the second quarter. The Lions scored all their points in the second half. To me, I think that's an adjustments thing. You look at the numbers here. Baker Mayfield and Tim Boyle had basically identical numbers. Tim Boyle, 15 of 23, 77 yards, 2 interceptions. Baker Mayfield, 15 of 29, 176 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. So Baker had 6 more pass attempts, obviously a lot more yards, and he had a touchdown. But, I mean, it's not good. It's not good at all. Baker looked like the worst quarterback in the NFL today at times. And then, there were some times where he was all right, hit a couple guys, hit Austin Hooper in particular. He had 7 targets for 4 receptions, 53 yards. Longest was 20. He hit Landry today 4 times, targeted him 8 times. But, I mean, this is the same thing we've been talking about. It's like Baker is just so inconsistent. He played horrible. Horrible. And this coaching staff should not let him play. I've been saying it for a long time. Just sit him. The season is over. We have to realize this. It's not being negative. The only way the Browns do anything meaningful this year is to sweep the rest of the division. And if you genuinely believe that the Cleveland Browns at this point are going to sweep the Baltimore Ravens, beat the Cincinnati Bengals, and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers again, I think you're crazy. It is not happening. I'm not saying we can't beat the Ravens once or we can't get a win over the Steelers, but it's not going to happen that all of that aligns. And I will eat my words if it does. But today is just a hard reality that this Browns team is not good. We are not a good football team. And the Detroit Lions are not a good football team, and we made them look like they were. We tried to give them the game. The penalties are unacceptable. The play calling again today was suspect. I don't know. I just don't understand Kevin Stefanski's mentality. Again, Baker Mayfield's decision-making, not great. Like I said, at times he looked fine, and then other times he looked terrible. The reality is the Browns should give all the money Baker's making right now and just give it to Nick Chubb as a huge bonus check. Nick Chubb is literally this entire team. And I know people will say again that the defense played good. It's Tim Boyle. I can't emphasize this enough. It's easy to fall into the trap that the defense played great today and things are fixed. I'm telling you, just don't fall into that, please, because if you do, you're going to be very disappointed going forward. The game as a whole, I mean, the positives, Denzel Ward played great. JOK's hurt again. There's just not a lot to take away from this game. And the reason why I put out a video saying, does the Lions game matter, is because regardless of what happens, because people were expecting the Browns to blow out the Lions and win convincingly, and people said, well, Case Keenum should be able to beat the Lions. Regardless of what happened, the Lions are not your measuring stick. Your measuring stick is the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cincinnati Bengals, the Baltimore Ravens, and you're going to see that. That's coming up. We have the Baltimore Ravens back-to-back, and it's not going to be pretty. I got news for you. It's going to be bad. And I know I sound very, very negative, and I'm not that kind of person who's just a negative no matter what Browns fan, but how can you take positives away from this? I mean, how can you? the only positive that I will say is Nick Chubb was incredible. Austin Hooper was better than usual. And defensively, I thought we did a pretty good job stopping the run. And, Denzel Ward played good. That's about it. That's really all I can say. You had uncharacteristic misses by Chase McLaughlin. And it was a bad weather game, and people will say that's why Baker played bad. Baker played better last year in 2 hurricanes against the Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles. So I don't want to hear it, and I know he's injured. I've been saying sit him for a long time. Do the Browns just not believe in Case Keenum? And if that's the case, then why are we paying him $6 million? This is it's very frustrating. You can't pay 15 of 29, 176 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, $40 million. You can't. Baker needs to just shut it down. And I don't care. Yes, he's tough. Yes, he's injured and he's trying to play through. But this is a failure on the organization's part to not stop him. Because before you know it, he's going to have a serious catastrophic injury, and it's going to linger into next year. What happens when Baker goes out trying to play with all these injuries and tears an ACL? And then he's going to miss a couple games next year as well. I mean, this is the organization not caring about their players or their health going forward. And our receivers suck. They suck. Jamarcus Bradley, I thought played pretty good today. 2 receptions, 2 targets, 46 yards. But you have no pass game. Rashard Higgins did absolutely nothing. Your entire offense is tight ends, and that's just not sustainable, as I've said many times. Love Jarvis Landry, but again, he's going to be 29 here shortly. Injuries keep building up. This is not sustainable going forward, and as an organization, they have major, major decisions to make here. And there's a lot of things that need to be changed. So the Browns win 13-10. Who cares? This team is not good. It's not good. And there'll be people mad for saying that, saying, oh, you're 6-5, you act like you're, 0-9-1 like the Lions are. That's the point. You play down to these teams. There's no culture. The whole point of Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry was to change the culture and build a structure here. And it's falling apart quickly. This is a problem. So, I don't even want to talk about this game. I don't. But we just got to realize there are major problems here. So, I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot, and I know I've probably rambled and said things multiple times. I'm sorry, but I'm frustrated because this is a team I thought I could have faith in and I thought would actually do something this year. And the reality is it's just not going to happen. So, but with that being said, let me know your thoughts. Please tell me if the Browns have a win on their schedule for the rest of the year. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. So let me know your thoughts. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.